News 1110 and 99.3 WBT, the Income Strategy Show with Dolph Janis of ClearIncomeForLife.com. Back in 1971, Three Dog Night released Joy to the World. Here's the thing, I'm getting a little flustered here because it's amazing the group didn't think much of this song when it first was recorded. In fact, the only reason they included it on the album because they needed one more cut to finish it out. You got to be careful with stuff like that because Joy to the World ended up being such a massive hit for them. Spent 6 weeks at number 1 on the U.S. Hot 100 chart. I saw Three Dog Night in concert a couple of years ago, and it's a good thing they put that on that album because it's the song they close out their shows to because it's the song everybody loves.
It's one of those unexpected moments of something you don't expect to happen, and it happens.
Absolutely, and it's made them some money, so I'm sure they're happy about that. We all dream of a lot of different things. Winning the lottery is one of those. The reason we dream of that is because we dream about having financial freedom. Winning the lottery, though, not super realistic way to go about that. Sometimes we're just not sure how to achieve that financial freedom. So we asked for some advice from friend Jocko Willink, a former Navy SEAL commander and author of the bestseller, Discipline Equals Freedom. As you can tell from the title of his book, Jocko is a big believer in the power of discipline.
Discipline equals freedom is sort of the mantra I live my life by, and it applies to everything that I do. But if you want freedom, you have to have financial discipline. That's where you're going to get financial freedom from. So that means you have to have the discipline to, first of all, to work hard so that you earn money. Second, to make sure you're not spending your money on things that you don't actually need. And then you have to invest your money properly and save money that you can. And so that way, when you look up and you've had financial discipline through the years, you, in the end, will end up with financial freedom.
So how do you help people here in and around Charlotte with that financial discipline, Dolph?
Well, first of all, I met Jocko last year at a conference, and he is one heck of a speaker, one super nice guy, and that is one hell of a book. I don't know if I could say that on the air, but Discipline Equals Freedom. I enjoyed it. I've passed it on to many different people, and so just listening to him talk, because, I mean, there's a guy who put his life on the line for us to live freely, and I said, I'm a huge fan of the veterans, I'm a huge fan of the military, so if you're listening, thank you for your service out there. But he has a right point, though. He's like, you got to be disciplined, and a lot of people are undisciplined. I mean, it's like when you go to Vegas or you go on vacation or you go anywhere, do you take more than you should, or do you give yourself a budget? And if you give yourself a budget, then at least you know that you have discipline to do it. And of course, if you're there, you don't pull the ATM card out and say, oh, it's only a couple extra $100. But you have to revise daily. I mean, things change day to day. I mean, your life can change, taxes can change, inflation can change, healthcare costs can change. But when you're doing your portfolio and when we're looking at people, make sure your advisor is leaving the portion of your money protected that you want to protect. I mean, obviously, nobody wants to lose money. I mean, I say it all the time, the best way to make money is not to lose money. But nobody wants to really lose money. They want to make money. They want to have that, as you said, dream of winning the lottery. But when is that a reality? I mean, be careful what you wish for. I mean, there's been a lot of people, Kristen, over the years that have won the lottery that look back and wish they haven't won the lottery. And if you look right now, it's like that. Remember that big lottery last year that was $1.5 billion? Mm-hmm. It was one in South Carolina right across the border from here.
We still don't have a winner on that, do we?
No, they're down to like the final days before that money goes away. And maybe they just thought about it and said, I don't want that money, or maybe they lost a ticket, or they didn't even know. Who knows? It's a life-changing moment. Every day you open your eyes is a life-changing moment, in my opinion. You're going to wake up and say, what am I going to accomplish today? Who am I going to help today? Where am I going to go today? How am I going to make a difference today? These are questions you should ask yourself and not take for granted. Like driving down the street and these people running the red light just to save an extra second or two on their trip. And at the end of the day, is it really worth that risk of potentially getting in an accident and a ticket? In my opinion, no. We work on the other side of making sure that you're protected, making sure you have the liquidity for today, you have your growth for tomorrow, you have your income for life, and your legacy planning for loved ones. My book, I'm still proud of, coming out in about a month from now. That's at the publishers right now, getting it ready to be printed. Cross the Bridge to Retirement is all about that, Kristen. I can't wait to start giving this book away because it talks about, hey, look at your portfolio. What do you want to protect? What are your needs that you're looking for? What are your goals? And then we get to your wants and your dreams and everything like that. And when I'm meeting with clients, it's the same thing every day.
It is so important to make sure you've got that financial discipline. That comes in a lot of different ways, and sometimes having the right financial professional to help you along the way is what's going to get you there. Dolph can be that guy. Connect to him as well at clearincomeforlife.com.